Alright, welcome back, guys. This is going to be game 2 between Iaguz and Versatile on Lost Temple PVT. It is going to be set 4 between Australia versus Indonesia. Australia currently 3-0, and in this best of 3, Iaguz is 1-0 as well. So if we can get one more win from Iaguz, it's going to be a 4-0 victory for Australia. But hopefully Versatile puts up a good fight and we see a nice, interesting game. As we spawn here, cross positions, this is going to be really good for Versatile.
Yeah, this is going to be very, very beneficial. I think he's, when he's going to skate, he's going to think, yes, it's going to have a very easy second expansion to take, which is going to be very beneficial. He just has to take it pretty early and defend it quite well. I would really rate highly on a cannon expand here. I think it's a very underused strategy and it'd be pretty decent against the sort of 2-3 barracks play from Iaguz.
Yeah, I think it was just a unit composition in the first game. He had too many zealots. If he'd had like 1 zealot and 2 or 3 stalkers, that game would have been so much different. But in the end, he did send... Actually, this was the second Protoss in a row that has gone for Void Rays versus Terran from Indonesia. So hopefully they mix it up a little bit because it's not really that effective in the higher end of the level.
It definitely isn't, especially against the barracks sort of push. Maybe against a fast expanding Terran player, yeah, definitely. But I would not say so against a 2 or 3 barracks push, not at all.
Definitely. But looks like either way, these players are both going to scout each other second, so that's always good. But, yeah, if you want to find any SCA games, usually sc2.au on GameSurge is a decent place. I haven't actually idled it in a while because I've been lazy, but a lot of people do idle in there.
And so we just have the gateway going down for Versatiles. Pretty good. And we just have our barracks at about 30% for Iaguz. So a pretty standard time for gas and all of that jazz with the Terran player. Nothing too out of the normal, which you can't really do anyway with Terran. Chrono boost on Versatiles, Nexus and gas going down.
Yeah. So pretty standard openings from both players here at the moment. This time Iaguz probably won't have to lift up his command center for that reactor if he does go for the same kind of build.
Oh, it's touch and go. I can't really tell.
No, it's going to be fine because it's on the right-hand side, but that's fine. We do have pretty much exactly the same. What do we got here? We got nothing
just
really.
Just the orbital commands popping up. Pylon is just being put up the top of the base. This could be for hiding hidden building, maybe a Stargate like the last few games, or just scouting the ledge. Cybernetics core going down. That's also fairly standard timing and everything. No Zealot yet. All of the Protoss players tonight have been favouring not getting the Zealot. They've just been going straight for the Stalker, which has probably hurt them a little, I would say. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, it's just so much safer. Like, I've always been one of the fans. If you get a solid standard build that's safe against 99% of things, that you can scout and then tweak it to fix all the other bits. And that first Zealot is extremely useful. Like, even if it's a Proxy Reaper... Wow, never mind. Even if it's a Proxy Reaper, that first Zealot takes hits. Like, it won't kill the Reaper, but it'll buy you time to get that Stalker out.
That's exactly right. If you can distract the opponent with that Zealot in time, you can save yourself economical damage by not having opponents being killed, and it gives you time to chrono boost that Stalker out. Also, we just have a bunker being built for Iaguz. Obviously, he's going to fast expand, really early fast expand, early tech lab as well, so it's going to be a 1 racks opener. He's just about to put down the command center. No, not yet. He decided not to. He's getting stim pack first, which is just going to be a safe sort of bet. 2 gateways Stalker by Versatile. First, second gas is about 75%.
Yeah, he does have 1 Stalker, and he's got a queued up Zealot in the top gateway, but nothing on the bottom. There we go. He has just fixed that now. He's going to be able to take out the Scouter by Iaguz, but there goes the expansion. This is what I was saying. The second Marine for Iaguz has only just come out, yet you really shouldn't be losing your Pro versus that first Marine. There's no real... Like, unless you get cornered in a stupid spot, you shouldn't really be losing that, and you would have been able to see it. But it looks like we got 3 racks coming here for Iaguz now after the expansion, so he's going to be very, very safe from any kind of pressure. There is that bunker with 2 Marines at the front, now 3. Even with these 2 Stalkers...
I'd like to see a few SCVs be pulled off the line just to repair this sort of bunker. It really...
Yeah.
Between winning or losing, but at this stage in the game, I can't see Versatile really doing too much with this sort of push. He's building a pylon at the side so he can warp in just over the little ledge, this little gap here. Very cool move, but he will need siding for it.
Looks like we got 3 gate into a Twilight Council, so that's either going to be fast leg speed or blink. I like the fact... Well, I'd like to see Versatile just be poking up. Yes, you can hit the bunker and the Marines can shoot back, but Stalkers have shields. And Marines don't do that much damage, so you can poke in, take a few hits on that bunker, pull back, recharge your shields, and do it back and forth, back and forth. I think that's what he's going to do now here. Hopefully he is listening to what I'm talking about. There we go. He's got 4 or 5 Stalkers there. He will be able to pick off
that
this.
That is a lot of units. Oh, and the SCVs are going to repair. That is very good. They will help. You shouldn't be focusing the Zealot. Okay. And so that will just keep them at bay. Probably going to need some more Marauders on the field. I would like to see one. No, just full Marines at this stage. I guess that's okay. However, Iaguz will know about this pylon here because of the Stalker Wall. And look at this. Hidden expansion going down for Versatile. Very, very impressive. Blink has started, so yes, he is going for a Blink build. That is very effective. Second bunker going down, and a battle's going out. Stim is done, and was just used. SCV is repairing. Very, very effective work by Iaguz and by Versatile. Both players are playing very, very, very well with Micro this time around. 5 barracks are just building barracks.
Yeah. I don't really like the fact that Iaguz has had a lot of his SCVs just sitting there, and they're still sitting there at the front. Versatile has stopped his aggression. He really needs... He's getting Blink. Ooh, I really think that would have been better done with a Templar Archives, especially since we got 5 racks coming with Marines, nothing but Marines. The only real reason that Tech Lab's there was for Stim. So this is going to be very hurtful to Versatile if you actually...
I think Versatile's going to see all of these Marines, and I think he's going to be kicking himself that he went for Blink instead of Templar. I mean, he could swap, but he will be at a significant disadvantage. We have a Robo Bay going on, probably for Colossi, but he's going to have this expansion saturated in order to make it work very, very well. Yeah,
that expansion for Versatile is up now, so he's going to be able to get the gas from that as well. But here we go. We do have a Robotics Bay instead. Yeah, not really sure what he's planning on doing here. There is a lot of Marines. He's at 47 supply versus 50, but still, those 2 bunkers and Stim Marines will chew through Stalkers very, very quickly.
Interestingly enough, he is transitioning into 5 racks Marauder, or just mixing the units, because he is now building them. He's built 3 Tech Labs so far. So he knows that he needs to stop using all of these Marines. He should just start pumping some Marauders, because a huge Marine armies are good for an early sort of push, or from defending against AA really early on in the game. But as the game gets on, you really... it's just the way it is.
Warp Prism is just about to finish too, so I think I know what's going on here for Versatile. He's going to blink up that cliff, get away from the bunkers. There are 3 or 4 Marauders, with more on the way, but still, if he can force a Stim from these Marines, just 2 or 3 force Stims, and the Stalker's one-shot Marines.
Definitely. Yes, but that's going to be a very, very big mind game. Bunkers are getting salvaged. Not a good move by Iaguz at all. He's going to see these blockers.
Oh my god.
Stalkers move. Oh no. Smooth move by Versatile. And Iaguz is in a really bad position right now. He doesn't have sight of the top, which is awful. He's scanning. That is good. Very good move. Stim is up, but all of these Marines are getting really heavily damaged.
There's no Blink Micro going on at the moment. There's a second Stim here for Iaguz. More Zealots being warped in by that Warp Prism. That's going to help immensely. Wow, this is going to be very, very close.
More reinforcements coming in for Iaguz. This is going to be very easy. He should devote two Marines to getting down this Warp Prison very, very quickly. Doesn't matter if his Stalkers go to town on a Marauder or 2. Once you get this sort of drop... Sorry, I keep forgetting the name of it. What is wrong with me? Once you get rid of this Void Prism, you can stop this push effectively. You can keep him at bay for a few minutes in order to get your army built back up.
Yeah, this is probably the worst thing that could happen to Iaguz at the moment with the Marine heavy army. Even though they do a lot of damage, the Stalkers have a lot of health. He does now have Marauders. He's going to have to upload those into that Warp Prism and bugger off. The Warp Prisms are very, very, very fragile.
Warp Prism is going above the ledge. He has queued it up, so we are going to see some more harassment. If I were Iaguz, I would be getting some Marines and Marauders on that cliff ASAP, because it's going to be very damaging, especially with Blink. Blink was made for this sort of harass. It's the reason why it's so effective in this sort of matchup.
I'd like to see that Warp Prism a little bit to the left so we can warp down on the bottom and then blink back up. Instead, this time he's going to have to blink down and then wait for the cooldown and blink back up. But
looks like we've got 2 more gateways building, and we've got a Dark Shrine on the way. It takes a while to build, but it's at about 25 to 30%. Very, very good. Iaguz will not see this coming. He is getting a factory, however, and maybe getting a starport for some medevacs, which would be quite effective. Or even Raid.
There's a scan. He's going to be able to take out the Warp Prism. Oh,
and that Warp Prism is going to live. He's going to live with 8 health left.
That's really close. But we really want to see some Chrono Boost being used here by Versatility. He does have 200 energy, and he's floating about 800 minerals. So really, he can take his natural down here at this point. He can get a lot more Zealots. He really needs to get Storm. Even though he's getting that Dark Shrine, I'd really like to see a Storm come out for him.
Looks like we've got Zealot leg speed on the way as well. Looks like is going to transition into something besides Blink Stalkers and maybe some DTs. Also, something of interest, he really has spent some more chrono boost, but he has 4 geysers worth of gas. So he has a lot of gas coming. So he's going to be putting a lot of investment into maybe, I would say some Dark Templar. I would like to see High Templar. This is the perfect time for him. He should expand and start getting the tech for it because it's going to be very, very good against his 5 racks. He knows that he doesn't have much, and we have a reactor going down with a starport next to it. It's probably going to be a swap, not unlike what Moonglade would do for Manivacs.
Yeah, here we go. Here come 2 DTs now. I'd like to see him split those up, one into each base, to stop the scans.
It's more effective. It's more effective because you can still you can make him waste 1 scan on one, and on the other you can just go to town on units. He will scout this starport with a reactor, so he will be very, very in the know about what's happening. He's bringing in units. He will be going for this.
Yeah.
Scan wasted, and we are getting the missile turret going down now. So
doesn't have enough for the second scan yet, though. It's gonna be very hurtful. He needs
3 more DTs. 1 more DT coming in. Maybe just to get rid of this SCV building the turret.
He really should focus the turret.
He's got the scan.
Oh God! Focus the turret.
Guys, he didn't get the turret SCV. That would have been it. That would have been a lot of damage to Iaguz. He would have been in a very, very bad spot. Seems like in the meantime, Protoss player isn't really doing much besides getting some more units and not powering his economy. He's not thinking about moving to his natural, which he should have done quite a while ago. He has a massive build-up in minerals, which I would say chuck down a few more gateways. You can support it with this sort of mineral build-up.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what's going on here. He is gas-starved, but he hasn't transferred SCVs to his hidden natural, his hidden expansion. He is oversaturated slightly on his main here. He has 1,100 minerals. He needs to take a 3rd base. He needs to get that gas coming. As he is like being a little bit aggressive, but he can't really do much against this army here. Iaguz has split up his forces half and half. That's going to help a lot. But really, the DTs here, he needs to split those up again. And I'd like to see at least 1 sentry, just 1 or 2 for a Guardian Shield.
And it looks like we have a ghost popping out. I'm not sure what he's going to be doing with it. He had his Ghost Academy finishing. So it's going to be very good in tandem with this sort of barracks build. I think Iaguz is also going to have to focus on getting another expansion. Oh, here we go. Confrontation in. Stim is out. He has the scan for the DTs. Very, very good play. He's moving back to his missile turret. Very, very smart move by Iaguz. He's just ripped through that whole army without really trying. Really, he was trying for the micro, but he didn't lose that many units. It just seems like a completely one-sided affair.
Yeah, the unit pop, like, the Zealots are good as meat shields. They're not good as damage dealers.
Definitely.
I'm really thinking that Versatile's mechanics here are just losing him the game at this point. He hasn't used Chrono Most in God knows how long. He's been constantly floating a lot of minerals. He's just hasn't...
And he has like 20, 30 idle probes because he's run out of minerals in his main. That is not good player. That is not the sort of thing that can help you win the game. If anything, it's just... Yeah, his expo isn't even saturated, so his macro is the problem here. He had very, very good early pressure, but in some cases, you need to have a follow-up, well, in all cases. Scan going down and getting rid of those DT, it's basically just going to be a matter of time for this. More DTs popping out. Wait for a minute while we wait for the scan to recharge.
No, I really feel Versatile had this game, and then he went and lost it just due to his bad mechanics.
Definitely, yeah.
He didn't transfer probes. He had constant chrono boost. He saw Max Marine Marauder, but he didn't go for Storm. He went for DTs instead. So hopefully he learns from that and just practices that to get himself better, because he did have that early game pretty well in hand.
And we should be seeing a GG pretty quickly. The Dark Shrine's down there. There's really nothing he can do. The red Protoss, I think, got a little unlucky, but I think that's something he should work on. Maybe just before he maybe something you should keep in mind is that he needs the late game macro. He should have expanded ages ago. GG, and he taps out.
Yeah, so that's going to be 2-0 Iaguz, and that's going to take Australia to a 4-0 victory. Nice.
That's going to be good. Aussie pride.